guys, how are we? Sorry, I was watching the video I made, the last video I posted, and I'm trying not to call myself cringe because this is how I talk with people all the time. But when you're watching yourself back, it's just like, I do think I'm like slightly entertaining, but I don't like watching myself back because sometimes I'm just critiquing everything I say. I'm just like, why did you say that? Why did you make that facial expression? Stop annoying me. My New Year's resolution, well, one of them is to turn on the camera when I start speaking to myself, because I talk to myself all the time. Hence why I'm so good at this. Well, I'm not saying I'm good, or as in like I'm amazing and I'm so interesting. I'm saying I'm good at talking shit, like turning on the camera and just talking. And that's nothing special, like a lot of people are good at that, but there are some people, I don't know, that I guess they could turn on the camera and they have no idea what to say. They're like, what do you want me to say? Like, I have nothing to say, like, you know. But I feel like if there's anything I'm destined for, it's to talk in front of a camera. I'm not saying I do it well. I'm not saying that, you know, obviously the amount of effort put into my videos is pretty minimal. I just talk and I let my personality do the talking, and by big mouth. But obviously I don't edit my videos. Probably would be more successful if I did edit my videos, but I'm too lazy to edit my videos, and I honestly am the most indecisive person ever, so I can't decide what to cut out, what to leave. Like, I just want to be raw and unfiltered and be myself and show my true personality, my full personality. So let's talk about New Year's resolutions. I caught myself like thinking about this, so as soon as I catch myself like into a thought, I want to turn on the camera and speak. So I really want to start a business. Like, obviously, if you guys have watched any previous videos, I have, you know, about my social anxiety, and if you haven't, then I have social anxiety, but I am medicated for it, and I'm not how I used to be, but I'd still label myself as having like social anxiety, maybe like a very, very mild form, because I'm able to go out and be like fine into the public eye, but I'm okay. Like, I'm okay. Where was I heading with this? I have social anxiety. Why did I say that? Oh no. Okay. Oh yeah. I have social anxiety, so I kind of see myself as I see myself as a child a little bit. Like, I am 21, so I am a grown-ass adult, but I still feel like I'm a child, and I don't think I'm the only one who feels like that. I see people on social media saying, oh, I'm like a 36-year-old child, like, but like, I feel like when you have social anxiety, it's a little bit different. Like, I feel like a lot of people maybe, you know, they can say they feel like a child, because really, everyone's trying to just figure their shit out. Like, no one really knows what they're doing. But I feel like I don't know what I'm doing even more than other people, in the sense that, I don't know, I guess I infantilize myself a little bit. I was watching this girl, and she is a bit of an influencer. She's a beauty tech, nail, lash tech girl. And I started seeing her, she explains her story in some of her Instagram posts, and I was stalking her. And she was talking about how in school, she literally, what made this so nostalgic and so relatable for me, like, it really hit something for me, because she showed pictures of her in school, like in secondary school. She's an Irish, I actually think she's Lithuanian, because I looked at her name, and her name is definitely Lithuanian. But she has an Irish accent, like she was born and raised in Ireland. But I think that's part of why I related to her, because I'm Lithuanian, but I was raised in Ireland. So I'm Irish, but I'm also Lithuanian, and I could see from her name she was Lithuanian as well. And she was posting these pictures of her, like when she was in secondary school, young, you know. It wasn't this like American person who went to high school. Like this was very relatable to me. Like the skirts, like her uniform looked exactly like mine, but it was green. And she talked about how she knew her leaving cert results weren't going to be great, and honestly I related to that a lot because I had severe depression and severe anxiety in secondary school. And she later got diagnosed with ADHD, and I feel like I have ADHD and I want to get diagnosed this year as well. And I feel like my ADHD is something that's really held me back, and I only realized this year how much it really holds me back in life. And now that I'm properly medicated for depression, because obviously that was like at the forefront of my mind to deal with my depression, my anxiety, because that was more serious than my ADHD. But now that my depression has calmed down for now on the medication that I've been put on, now I really feel like I can kind of focus on my ADHD before I get back into education, which will be next year, or this year, sorry, this year, but it will be the next like school year. And yeah, so this story of hers, it was very relatable, and I'm looking at her now, how she presents herself now, the way she is now. She's so confident, she's so outspoken, she's very she said in the video before she got diagnosed with ADHD, in when she was in secondary school, she thought she was stupid. Now I don't think I'm stupid, but I know I'm not stupid, but it's very easy for someone who doesn't fit into that school mold to think that, to put their self-worth on how much they get in exams, because that's all school focuses on, which is completely unfair. And for someone who's like a perfectionist or very self-critical, it can make you feel like shit, and it can really diminish your self-worth and your confidence. But I was looking at her and I was thinking, she is so renowned now. Like she has her own business. She has a business. Like the idea of having a business for me is like, the person has to be extremely ambitious, extremely smart, extremely naturally business savvy to have a successful business. Having a business is one thing. I'm talking about having a successful business. And I was just looking at her, who was in the exact same spot as me, and I just thought, like, if she can do it, I can do it. And I would like to have a business, and I have a lot of different hobbies that I'm looking to practice and get better at. And I have a few business ideas in mind, and I just kept thinking, oh, I could never do this. Like, I'm too depressed. I'm too inconsistent to do this. I really struggle with consistency. And I have, every so often I'll have like a huge down low period because of my depression, where I won't even be able to lift a finger. If I have clients, how will I be able to deal with them when I can't even get out of bed, So I don't know. This year, I really want to start somewhere. I don't have to complete a full business by the end of this year, but I really, really, really want to start somewhere, because I really believe that I have enough talent to do it. But I do, like I said, I do struggle with consistency. But this year, I just feel like this year is going to be really different for me in terms of a lot of different aspects in my life. So that's just something I wanted to rant about. Thanks for listening if you got to the end of this video. Sorry, I just so that's something I wanted to say. Thanks for listening, and if you are watching, if you got to this end, please let me know. Please write a comment if you would like about something that you want to start this year, because usually every year I'm like, oh, same shit every year. Like, I don't have a lot of ambition or motivation. But this year I do feel like it's very different. I have a lot of ambition for this year. I have a lot of motivations, and I have a lot that I want to accomplish. And for the first time in a few years, I have a long list of things that I want to do, things that I want to accomplish, things that I want to get better at. Yeah. Love you guys. Thanks for listening to my yapping session. Deuces.